Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's True Knight here. So Locals. This is episode number 2 of Locals. My first one I played Sword Soul, went X1. Looking at it now on YouTube, didn't do so hot. I think I'm only sitting at 165 views. Kind of sucks because it was a breath of fresh air on the Sword Soul deck, and it worked out for me. And I took second place in that tournament. Beat Fire King Snake Eye with it. Beat Vanquish Soul on recorded. Things of that nature. So anyway, that's in the past. This is my second go at it. So hopefully this will work out. I'm gonna do more kind of like official stuff. I'll do short little videos in between rounds, and I'm going to, I have 2 cameras now, so I'm gonna have one record other matches and one camera just recording my matches the whole time, so that way I can kind of give you guys a rundown between each of my matches. Anyway, so tonight, before Locals starts tomorrow, I thought I'd just show you my last list that I'm going to go with for the local. I think this is something you guys should really do for any kind of level of event, is really the night before, just hunker down, study it, make sure you've got all your I's dotted, T's crossed, things of that nature. So, as you can see, new camera. One new camera, not well, I got a 4K camera for recording outside at Locals or deck profiles outside of the here. I got my phone that I'll record on, and I bought a new camera, a webcam, to record these kind of videos on. So hope you guys appreciate it. Anyway, so for the Infernobles, not much changes. We're still running one of each and the Gear Freed. I think these guys are just bonkers, each in their own right, and can really help out the deck. For spells, we're running 3 Museum. Final say-so on the logic here is 1 Rhoda, 2 Heritage. Equips. Not much to say here. We're going 2 Durandal, 1 Almace, 1 Joyce. Now for the other part of the deck, yeah, not much to say about the Infernoble Knight stuff themselves. It's a really good chunk of deck to work with. Here's the thing. I'll get into it at the end of the deck. But anyway, for the DFL Star package, run original, 3 wanted, 1 DFL Star Black Witch. When this gets hit, it's either going to be 1 or banned. If it's banned, I feel like it kind of kills this engine, but if it's at least at 1, still just used to it, so we're all good with it. For Snake Eyes cards, we're running 3 Ash, 2 Poplar, 1 Flameberg. Not much to say there. Pretty standard for this deck. Non-engine. 3 Nib, 3 Ash, 3 Droll. 1 for 1 is my 41st card in this deck, and I love it. Been playing testing with it today, getting ready for tomorrow, and it's always good to have a 4th Ash or a Renaud. And then finally 3 Imperm. So, yep. And then somebody caught out on my channel because they watched my video yesterday that I was doing test hands with and everything, and I appreciate you. I can't remember your name offhand, but thank you so much, because you did catch that, and I definitely didn't want to I don't want to cheat my opponent or anything, but we'll go over it. 1 Link Revo, 1 Relinquish, 2 Charles, 1 SP, 1 IP, 1 Hita, 1 princess, and then this is where the person caught the misplay. I was running Apo, but now I'm running Amblo because when I go Promethean it locks me into fire. So I couldn't have gone into Apo on all my playtesting. So I appreciate you calling that out, and I changed it right away. Yeah. 1 Sky Crisis, 1 Angelica, 1 Roland, 1 Charles, 1 Braver, and last but not least, my 1 Baron. So that's it for the extra deck. And then side deck. So side deck has stayed the same. I'm keeping with 3 Ghosts, 3 Fenrir, 3 Evenly, 3 Crossout. I really want Secrets. I don't like Ultra. 1 Callby, 1 Shifter, and finally 1 Summon Limit. So they're easy cross-out targets. So this deck, what I've noticed with playtesting is the Infernobles are really kind of just like late turn supplementary to the Snake Eyes stuff. The Snake Eyes stuff will grind with my opponent because my number 1 worry about playing this deck, which has always been, is hand traps. And we are in a heavy hand trap format, correct? So I've been sitting there like, oh dang, I'm gonna get drolled to death, I'm gonna get shifted to death, I'm gonna get all these things to death, right? Well, that's why Snake Eyes DFL Star is gonna be so clutch tomorrow. Hopefully. Barring that I just don't brick every single hand, draw Joyous constantly, knock on wood, draw things like that, where I'm just drawing playable cards. Because that's the one thing I hear in all these deck profiles is I just want to be able to play. And that's my thought process. As long as I can play, I feel pretty confident about this deck. So I've set myself up some goals. Here's the thing. I've never really been one for rarity. Secret Rare is my favorite, but I really want to upgrade a few cards, and I think this deck is gorgeous. That being said, if I go X2, because I'm already going to do this anyway, I'll go ahead and instead of waiting, I'll just go ahead and purchase myself a QCR Baron. If I go X1, I'm going to go ahead and purchase myself 2 Angelica, plus my QCR Baron. So QCR Angelica. If I win the whole thing, or if I'm undefeated or whatever, I'm going to purchase 2 Charles, 2 Angelica, and 1 QCR Baron. So roughly I'm probably looking at about 80, 140, but almost $200. But that's just because I don't get to go out and play that much. And here's the thing, I really love this deck. I've had a lot of fun with it. It's what Noble Knight was meant to be. I think if you guys look at it, Noble Knight always equipped spells with their boss monsters. These guys equip creatures, and I think that's what they realized, and that's why they gave us Infernoble. So anyway, yeah, I digress. So this is just the video to kick off the rest of the video. So format wise, you'll see I'm gonna check in with you when I get to locals outside the shop. I'm really hoping to get enough people to show up to play. We had enough last week, or not last week, but 2 weeks ago when I played. We had 16, 18, I can't remember, but I'm hoping for the same turnout. I know there's no YCS this weekend, I don't think, or anything, so anywhere that these guys are all going to go to. So I'm really hoping that we get a lot of turnout, a lot of people wanting to play. It would be great. I know it's a Monday night, but dang. It'd be just fun if we I'll be so upset if I get there and they just say, sorry, we don't have enough people to play. That'll make me so sad. You have no idea, guys. So please say a little, I don't know if you guys say a little prayer, wish me well, but format, you're gonna see, I'm gonna check in before locals. You'll see my match recorded. Afterward, I'll talk about it for a little bit in the video, you'll see my second round, third round, fourth round, however many rounds there are, and I'll talk about it at the end of each round. And then when we come home, check in with the kiddo, make sure he's asleep, talk to the wife, hang out with her for a little bit, probably go to the gym, work out if I don't work out tomorrow morning, and then I will come back here and I'll do a video of the profile and record and if everything worked or not, and kind of go over from there. So appreciate you guys staying around for this part. It's probably gonna be a lengthy video, but I don't get to do this much, so this is kind of my, I tell people that the locals are my Super Bowl right now with school and work. So hopefully that'll change once I graduate in about 2 months, and I'll hopefully have a better schedule on my job where I'm working mornings and be able to play more at nights and stuff. So anyway, guys, appreciate the support. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Let's get this video rocking. Really want it to be successful. So anyway, that's my challenge to myself. So at the end of the video, when I record my post profile, like I said, we'll review this, and whatever my record was, I'll purchase it right then and there, those QCRs. So anyway, you guys, appreciate you. Peace. See you in the tournament. Hey guys, real quick, I know I said I was gonna get, the next time I talk to you I'd be at my locals and everything, but I was just thinking this over. I've been playtesting for about an hour and a half here, and I wanted to talk to you guys real quick about what my goal at locals is of course to win it, but also another goal of mine is I don't get in touch a lot with the guys personally, so I want to make sure to touch base with everybody, follow up, see how they're all doing, checking in on them. Next, I did pull out a little bit of cash, only like 300, but I'll probably like offer people money on the lower end for cards, whoever is wanting to sell. So what I mean by lower end is probably about 75-80% of TCG. I always think that's fair whenever you're buying cards, is you offer 75 to 80%. I know stores do like 55-60%, but I always want to come in a little bit higher to just try and persuade them to come to me instead. So but other than that, locals, of course, it's the goal is to win, but nextly also is to grow your own card base, I guess. Like I was saying in a previous video, I did want to start messing around with Manadium, and so I have everything, but I need 2 more Rheum Heart, 1 more Samsara, 1 more Samsara, 2 Rheum Heart, oh, Vicious Ashtalad. I need 2 of those. So, I'll definitely be on the lookout for those for either trade, but I'll most likely just do cash, because I tend to hold on to my cards a lot, so I don't really like trading them. Like, I have that QCR Legatea still that I'm just looking to trade, and the only thing I trade it for is like Baron, QCR, and maybe an additional $20 worth of cards. So, just things like that. And I think you guys should really also have that mindset for whatever local you're going to or whatever event. Like, hey, what are my goals? What am I trying to do here? Am I just gonna go test a new deck out? Is there anything I'm looking for? And like, write it down. I'm a big planner. It's my main job thing at my job as a manager. There is I gotta make sure I'm always planning ahead and I'm getting everybody on board with what I'm thinking. So for me, it's like, well, that's what I gotta do. So I always I'll write down my notepad on my phone, like a list of, here's the 5 cards that I'm looking for, 10 cards I'm looking for, a whole deck I'm looking for, and here are some side cards that I wouldn't mind picking up. Things like that, you know. If my trade binder, if I bring it with me, I'm a very organized individual, some would call it. The stuff that I want to trade, I always keep at the front, and the stuff that I'm like, you're gonna have to persuade me, I keep towards the back, because I want you to look through the whole thing. And so, just kind of stuff like that. But anyway, guys, I just wanted to chime in real quick, give you that thought, and put that in your mind for the next time you go to locals. Like, hey, what's your game plan here, man? Are you just showing up to play? If you are, cool. If you can get out to locals 4 or 5 days a week, and maybe that locals to you would just be another day at the office. But for me, it comes with a lot of like, all right, I gotta get these things done and hit these points and do this. So just wanted to give you that perspective. But yeah, let's jump right back into we're at the shop. Coming up next. Peace.
Hey guys, True Knight here. So just got to locals. We're gonna go in, talk to people, catch up, go in and trade, maybe buy some cards, do some things like that, get ready for tournaments. It's been a long day. Worked out really hard, had a doctor's appointment, kiddo, all that stuff. So, but we're here. It's gonna be a fun time. We're hoping to win this whole thing, but my biggest worry is I'm gonna get hand trapped to death, which is something that no matter how much playtesting you do, you can never prepare, because you don't know in what order you'll get hand trapped. If they got astral, if they got nib, droll, what they got, you know. So just had to play very safe and preemptive with this deck because it's a glass cannon, and kind of go about it that way. So wish me luck. The next time you'll see me is after round 1. Let's get it. As you guys could see, I got crapped on by Pearly. Sucks. It's just like I feared. I walked around watching other people play, and it's just hand traps everywhere. So I'm already kind of upset because as much as I play tested into hand traps, I don't think I play tested enough or well enough or go as hard on myself as I should have. So I'm struggling there, and we'll just see how the rest of the night goes, you know? So that's all we can do. I'm doing a whole bunch of trading and buying. I've spent all of my 300 budget already, but we'll go over at the end of the video. Like, holy crap, guys, I picked up a lot. I picked up a whole Vanquish Soul deck and Runic deck, and traded away the Vanquish Soul deck right away at about $25 more than I bought it, and picked up a whole bunch of new stuff. Just meta stuff, because I feel like Snake Eye Fire King's not going to be tier 0 much longer. They're going to hit it in some way, and so everybody's going to be trying to mess with like other stuff, and so I'm picking up other stuff, you know. Picked up a whole Runic deck, so now I can do Runic Sword Soul, which I want to try out. I saw it on the Facebook page. Thought it was pretty cool. But yeah, trying to be positive because it's going to be a long night. I feel like it's only 3 rounds. There's only 10 of us, but who knows? I'll open my LTS pack at the end of the video, so maybe I pulled an ulti that might make up for the night. I'm going to go try and trade for the Chaos Angel and pick up my QCR Baron from the person as long as they show up. So see you in the next one.
If you really are playing Snake Eye, we're already going to Yeah, he's got some real spice in Snake Eye. He got that Fire King engine. That's spicy.
I got my
spice.
Oh my god, dude. What is this?
We're talking about that before, too. Talking about that. Yeah, safety. Response.
Hey guys, definitely lost to Dynamorphia again. 2 weeks, or not 2 weeks, but 2 locals in a row to my teammate, the leader of my team. He's a super cool dude, Jose. Sucks, stinks, but is what it is. There's not much you can do. I played really hard in the second game, went off. Didn't have to play against hand traps. It's just I bricked like crazy. I think I showed you guys my hand in the first game. It was double Droll, double Ash, and an Imperm. And then I drew Joyce, I think. like what the heck, you know? Sometimes decks can just be mean. So, anyway, I'm learning more and more about my combos. A lot of people don't even know what the Infernoble stuff does. I'm not getting those QCR Charles or Angelicas because I'm already X2, but I picked up my QCR Baron and I got a Chaos Angel, so that's cool. Trying to find positivity. This is what you gotta do in locals sometimes. You lose matches, but you gain cards or something. I don't know. But I've gotten a pretty solid binder, I think, going now. So, which is what my goal was, to go pick up solid binder stuff. I'll show you all at the end of the video. Tons of cards. Anyway, let's get right into round 3.
gets backwards. I just stuck
Final match, I won. Woohoo! Beat Vanquish Soul. Yay. Went off, was able to go crazy. Opponent tried to nib me game 2, and I just had Baron. So overall it was a good night. I went 1 and 2. Learned a lot about my deck. My first round opponent really knew the ins and outs and helped me out a lot. He was playing Pearly. He's a really smart dude. His name's Brian. Shout out to you, dude. You're a great player. Really helped me out a lot by like telling me ins and outs and stuff. You know, like Hita. I completely forgot it was only my opponent's graveyard. There's so many little rulings, guys. You gotta think. So I'll give you guys my final assessment, what my plan is now in the future, because I'm not just going to give up on Infernoble. I think it's definitely strong. It's definitely there. Someone like Pack is going to build it and go off at a tournament. People have been going EXO or topping regionals, things like that with the deck. So it's definitely a me issue. I'm not as good of a player with it, but I finally got the balls to play at the tournament, which I never thought I would do. So I'm proud of myself there. Picked up a whole bunch of new shit, which is awesome. Great cards. Overall, had a fun time. Got to sit back and talk a lot of crap with my friends. They're all going to go to the Nebraska Regional, so shout outs to you guys. Hope you guys do great. Hope you guys kick butt. But yeah, I am definitely going to learn from this. Fun little Sword Soul Runic deck coming up. I'm going to definitely see what that dude was playing on the Facebook page. I'll take a screenshot of it and put it on the video here somewhere. Screenshot around here somewhere, and then we're gonna have fun with that, and I'm gonna learn the ins and outs of that, test and mess around with it. You know, he topped a regional with it, I think, or locals, I can't remember. But anyway, next part of the video, you guys will see deck profile, final decisions, my final take on Infernoble. Right now, I'm gonna build up my meta dog Fire King Snake Eyes deck to have as long as it's tier 0 until it gets hit, and I'm gonna mess around with Sword Soul, and we're just gonna do that crap. So it'll be fun. But anyway, it was an overall good night. Can't wait to show you all the stuff I picked up. Can't wait to pull the OTS pack and see what we get. I gotta go to the bathroom. I'll talk to you later.
Hey guys, welcome back here. Just got home from the tournament, got done putting my son to sleep. Wife went to bed. Had a chance to just kind of decompress from the day. Put all my thoughts together for this video. It's the same night as the locals, so I'm not just gonna wait until tomorrow or something like I thought it was. I'm just gonna go ahead and do it now, so I can start editing this video tonight. So overall, I went 1-2. Won one match, lost 2, as you guys could see. I'm not too happy with my performances. Definitely, it was a me issue. I wasn't paying attention fully, or not really paying attention fully, but even though I'm a very adamant player of sitting down and reading the cards, I still didn't understand fully what all of them do and all those things. Like, you could see my opponent in round 1 telling me, like, Hida is only from my grave, not yours. When Hida's destroyed, you get to add 1 back. Went over the original Snake Eyes rolling a whole bunch of times. It was just, know what your cards do, right? And that's a my fault thing on my end, because I know exactly what Swordsful does. I know its interactions, I know its rulings in the grave, banished, field, hand. I know all that. I'm still learning with Infernoble, so maybe if I play this like for another month or so, I'll get a lot better with it. But that's if I want to. Combo decks are really hard to really just sit down and focus with, because I think mid-range is better. I'm more of a mid-range player. I love Swordsful. I love Vanquish Soul, Fire King, Snake Eyes, like all those mid-range decks that can just really go back and forth rather than let me just splurge my hand everywhere and that's it. So, which is why I'm also challenging myself by when I picked up the Mana DM deck, is I'm challenging myself to combo, you know. So, overall the deck, it performed, it fought, it did what it was supposed to do. Like I said, it was just a me issue. Definitely would end up changing the extra deck a little bit. The side deck definitely would change up. Probably would put these in. Hand traps were everywhere, which drove me nuts. Really annoying. Like I said in my previous video, I prepared for hand traps, but you never know what hand trap they're going to have and what synchronizing they'd play them in, and every opponent's different, so where you may think you get drolled and they don't droll you, and then you go ahead and add again, they droll you there. Like, things like that, you know. So, which is why, again, I like mid-range, because mid-range could combat that and just say, okay, cool. But where you're just left with like a monster on the field and suddenly you get drolled when you weren't expecting it, you know. So anyway, I had another objective for today, which I'll talk about now. I'm in the point where I'm like, hey, I want to create a trade binder, you know, and that was my goal today at locals, was even though I'm there to play, I also want to create a trade binder. So I got there a little early and I did a few trades and selling and everything, and I told you guys in my previous video, or at the beginning of the video, sorry, that I plan to take $300 with me and just go buy as much as I can. And what I did is I informed every player, and I think this is something that you all should do, is I informed every person before I traded with them or bought from them. As I said, I buy at a roughly 60 to 80%, depending on what I'm looking at. And so I made it clear with them before we even do any kind of guesstimates or anything. Just know this is what my deal is. And so I think that's a fair thing to do and a fair thing to say. And then as far as trading, I always try and just do trading straight across. I never try to go 100% of prices that are on eBay or TCG Player, because I just think that's unfair. I think it's kind of crappy. So whenever I say, hey, let's trade, I may value their card at 80% and I'll value my card at 80%. Just kind of do it that way. So here's like things that I picked up today. Picked up a whole bunch of stuff. Like I said, I'm building a binder. I only have like the binder I currently have, as you can see here, only has like, you know, rarity collection stuff. Yeah, it's got a QCR Lagatea, which is cute and all, but you know, things like that. So it's not really that impressive. So that's why I was like, all right, well, I want to build a trade binder. And here's something I want to talk about really quick. We are in a tier 0 format. But like I heard tonight, somebody was saying, which is Brian again, I'm going to shout you out, dude. You're a really smart dude, and I respect you. We're tier 0 right now in the winter. Everybody who's playing right now at the YCS is just trying to be the big dick on campus. And excuse my language, but it's true. All those big pro players are just trying to say, I'm the best with this deck. More power to you. But come summertime, when we're having our big WCQs and Nats and all those seasons coming through, I feel like they're going to hit that tier 0 deck to where now we're going to be in a more wide open format. 10 to 15, 20, 30 decks like we did last year. So I'm preparing my binder for that. For that format. I'm picking up other stuff. I'm not just going after fire. I was sitting there thinking to myself, well, what if I just go to get 3 bonfires? Well, for that same price, I'll show you what I got. So first thing I got written down here, because like I told you, I'm a planner. I had this stack right here I bought from a player, where I told them I value this is valued on TCG Player for 90. So you got Diavel Star, a playset of Super Drolls, Therion stuff, Cashier, and Night Saddle. I just think this is a really cool card. I'll probably put it here on my deck box for this slot because I think it's cool. But this value was at $90 and I picked it up for $63. So already I'm down to $250, you know. I got a Vanquished Soul entire deck, which I'll probably show you a little short video that I took of because I wanted to explain it, and an entire Runic Core, and a Baron, which I wanted, which I told you was my main goal, was to get my Baron QCR. I got that for $170. The Baron I valued at $30, I think. The Runic Core I valued at like $10, and then the Vanquished Soul was $120. So I think I picked that up for almost full price, but that was just to convince this person to sell me this card. So immediately I traded at Vanquished Soul. Couldn't even put it in a box or anything. There's a guy that's on my team, and he was like, hey, I want to play Vanquished Soul. I want that. And I was like, oh, okay. So he just said, go through my binder, my tins, everything, and tell me what you want. So I picked up this whole thing here for it. So you got transaction rollback, linkage, 2 blazing, a couple of Horus, Spirit of Yubel, picked up a playset of Runic Tip, playset of Fountain, Hugin, Unicorn, got some Cosmics, got some Labyrinth stuff. No, didn't really. Picked up more Centurion, picked up 2 Euroswarm, and another Horse. So that was valued at. I picked all of this plus $10 cash. So I plus like maybe $10, $20, I don't know. There was a guy that really wanted Lullaby of Obedience, and I just got it in the mail today and knew I wasn't going to play it because my locals is not Snake Eye Fire King. There was 2 players playing it tonight. And I'm like only playing at a locals level right now, right? So I'm not going to need it for anything, like YCS or anything. So they let me trade straight across playset of Lullabies for Chaos Angel, which I wanted because now I can put it in the Manadium deck that I'm getting ready to mess around with this month. Let me straighten this camera. Sorry. Okay, and then this last thing, I legit was getting ready to go, and there was one person left, and I had $80 left. this person just was like, well, I need cash. And I said, okay, let me look through your binders and everything. So I looked through everything, and I pulled out this stack because they just said pull out whatever you want. And I pulled all this out, and they said, okay, cool, right away. So I bought all this for $80. So 2 crossouts. I need 1 more secret. Jerusalem, Magnamote, Illusion of Chaos, Dynamondo, Appaloosa, 2 Serratus, Almajar, 2 Fenrir, Cash, Lubellion, more Cashier, Prosperities, Talents, Shifter, Imperm, and Infinite are evenly matched. So altogether, it was a little. I did a little bit better than I thought I was. I added all this up on TCG Player on my computer. Altogether, it was a $452 altogether, and I spent $300. So more than happy with that result. I would say I was really happy with all that and everything. So I want to. I'm not trying to do this to like flex on you guys or anything. What I'm trying to do is show you, if you just be clear and concise with people, you know, things work out in your favor. Don't be that person that's in there doing a trade like, oh, yeah, I'll let you walk all over me. Like, if you have certain rules in your head and people don't agree with them, don't let the card dictate your terms. Like, I saw plenty tonight. QCR Angelica, QCR Charles. I saw QCR dang near a binder full of almost every QCR in rarity. But when I told them and spoke to them, like, hey, I value things at about 60 to 70% cash, and they were like, nah, I want like 90. I was just like, oh, never mind then. You know, like, don't, because somebody will always be willing to work with you. Even though I didn't get all the QCRs and everything, I got the one I wanted. And I think I made out with a pretty good haul. You know, got about $150 more than what I spent. So I can put all this in a binder, start communicating with people locally and doing trades and build it up even more, you know? So, which is another goal of mine this year, is not only to become a better player, but increase what I have, because I feel like this stuff's all going to go up once they hit Ash or Poplar or Flameberg or the deck. This stuff will all return because new things will come out, more deck stuff will come out, we'll see decks come back. I think this is definitely going to get reprinted cross out, but I love the secrets from the Meg pack, so I'm probably going to pick up my 3rd one there. Like I've told you guys before, secret rare is my favorite thing. So we'll go ahead and get ready to end this video. We'll open up my pack I got for entry, maybe do something here, I don't know. But yeah, I really appreciate you guys. If you guys watch this, please like, comment, and subscribe. Please, would help me out going a long way. I put a lot of work into this. I'm going to start editing it tonight, finish editing it by probably tomorrow or Thursday, and I'll try and aim to release it on Friday. So, wish me luck on this opening. I don't know if this is worth anything. I don't think so. But you win some, you lose some. Not an ulti. Bummer. Anyway, that'll be it for me tonight. So, coming up on the channel is my series of building a deck from scratch with Fire King that releases on the 7th. So maybe I won't release this on Friday. I'll try and release it on Thursday. And then I picked up all the runic stuff because I saw a nasty build with it with Sword Soul, so I want to experiment with it and try it. So maybe I'll do a video of some test handing with that and learning that. I'll have the rest of my Manadium stuff. I ordered off TCG Player last weekend. I'll have it all by this week. I'm only missing 2 Rium Heart, Vicious Ashloud, and what do you call it? Samsara. So once I when I get all that, I'll do a video. I think that's going to be my next starting from scratch series, is Manadium, and I'll show you how I approach, which means, like, in the first episode, we're literally just going to be reading cards. because I think that's what you should do. So I'll sit down with the entire deck and just read each card, and we'll kind of go from there. I'll do a binder video where I'll update and show you guys the binder with all this stuff in it and everything. I'm gonna start playing Fire King Snake Eye, because as long as it lasts, I want to play it. This is a fun deck. I'm probably gonna put away Infernoble for right now, just because I'm comboed out. It's not my style. And I tested like crazy with it, as you guys can see in those videos. That was just like a percentage of what I was testing it with. Like, I only did that because I was tired at the end of the day, but like during my work sometimes I'll get like an hour to be able to hang out and do nothing, and so I'll just test him just like anybody else would. But yeah, be on the lookout for those things. I'll do more profiles. I have matches. I brought 2 cameras with me today, and I recorded all of my matches, and I recorded 3 other matches, so I'll post those videos out. And yeah, maybe in the next like 2 or 3 weeks I'll be able to go back to locals again, if life is kind and all. So anyway guys, I appreciate it if you like, comment, and subscribe, share the video. Appreciate any positivity. I'm pretty tired, sorry if I'm quiet, but I hope you guys have a good night. Be safe, be kind, be respectful of each other, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.